These people are Mrs. Archer and her daughter Corliss. They're both engaged in a labor of love. That must be the object of their labors.
Harry, is that you?
Yes, Janet, it's me.
Please come upstairs right away.
But, Janet...
Right away. That's better. I should never have let you go to work with that cold. Now get undressed instantly.
But, Janet...
Instantly? You want pneumonia? Put your dressing gown on, too. Fine. Now for a hot foot bath. Corliss, would you get the basin, please? Now come on over here, Harry, and sit down. We'll fix you up. Right there.
Oh, but Janet, wait.
Put your feet in.
No.
Harry, put your feet in.
But Janet, okay. Why don't you wait until I got my shoes off?
Good morning, dear.
Good morning.
Head still stuffed up?
No, I feel fine. I think I'll go down to the office.
Don't be silly. You're staying home until that cold is gone.
There's nothing wrong with me.
If I'd had any sense, I'd have kept you home last week when you first started feeling bad.
Darling, you have sense. You married me.
Morning, Mom. Daddy, you're out of bed.
Well, so I am. Don't I get any hotcakes?
It's not the right kind of food for a sick man. And here's what you're having for your cold.
No, please, no more pills. I wish you'd stop babying me. Besides, I like hotcakes.
Corliss!
There's Dexter.
Really? I thought it was a wounded peacock screaming for penicillin.
Good morning, everybody. How you feeling, Mr. Archer?
Well, Dexter,
He's not feeling too well, Dexter. He won't admit it, but I'm sure his head still hurts.
Oh, it must be this damp weather. It gets in the bones.
Would you like some breakfast, Dexter?
No, thanks. I'm not very hungry, Mrs. Archer. Aren't you very hungry, Mr. Archer?
Well, Dexter, as
Say,
a matter
Mrs. Archer, could I have a glass of milk?
Yes, surely.
Thank you. Corliss, would you pass the maple syrup, please? Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Archer.
Maple syrup and milk?
It's my own invention.
Harry, are you sure you don't have a fever?
No, of course I do.
Corliss, I saw the greatest picture on television last night. It was about these two Arctic explorers, see, and they were lost in the frozen wastes of the North.
Golly, that must have been exciting.
Boy, it sure was. It kept getting colder and colder. They were freezing to death. The snow was 60 feet deep, and it got to be 60 below zero. And colder.
Dear, you do have a chill. Dexter, close the window, please.
Oh, yeah, sure, Miss Archer.
Harry, I do wish I could stay home and take care of you today. This would be the one day a month I have to sit on the county relief board.
I can take care of myself.
I know you can if you go up to bed and stay there. When Corliss gets back from school, she'll get you anything you want.
Mom, don't you remember? Today's the day my club assigned me to collect old clothes.
Old clothes?
Uh-huh. We sell them into rag rugs, and then we sell the rugs for charity. We don't get much money, but every penny counts. I'm sorry, Daddy.
Don't you worry about me. I can take care of myself. Dexter, will you get me the home medical encyclopedia? It's in the den.
Oh, sure, Mr. Archer.
Maybe I can get Bill Franklin to come over and keep you company.
Bill Franklin? I can do very nicely without Bill Franklin, thank you.
Well, you're not angry with Bill, are you?
I'd rather not discuss it, Janet. I'm not angry with him. And don't get the idea that I'm hurt or anything like that because he gave a party the other night and didn't invite me.
I didn't say that.
Janet, I said I'd rather not discuss it. Let's let it go at that. And I'm certainly not angry with him because he gave a party and...
I tripped. Pretty messy down here, too. I fell right between queasy stomachs and running noses.
How can you be so clumsy? Now, we'll look under cold, simple. Let me have that. Oh!
And now look under fractures, compound.
Dexter, put that book down before you drop it and hurt yourself again.
Yes, sir.
Harry, you're not serious about using that book. Why don't you call a doctor?
I don't need a doctor. It's an excellent book. I paid $8 for it.
That was 20 years ago. Medical science has advanced a little since then.
A cold is still a cold.
Yeah, here's the part about cold.
Oh, read it.
Symptoms. Headache, runny nose, sniffles, sore throat,
Never mind the symptoms. I know them. What's the cure?
Golly, Daddy, I think you have got a little temperature.
No, it's just warm in here. Dexter, open the window, will you, please?
Oh, yes.
No wonder I'm hot. You keep the windows closed. Oh, yeah, that's much better.
Now, let's see. Cure. Lie on the floor, flat on your back.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Well, why? I mean, the modern doctors don't know how to cure colds. There's nothing like these good, old-fashioned remedies. Go ahead, Dexter.
Yeah, okay. It says, now roll over to one side, then roll over to the other. Repeat 10 times.
10 times.
Golly, I never heard of curing a cold that way.
Well, maybe the germs are supposed to get seasick and then jump overboard. Okay, that's not it. It says, now arch your back and put all the weight on your head and your heels. While in this position, take 10 deep breaths.
Oh, stop that, Harry. You hurt your back.
Does it say that there?
Yeah, right here, see? There you are. Besides, you ought to be pretty good at that. After all, you are an archer. And it says, if you repeat this routine daily, we guarantee in 2 weeks you'll lose 5 pounds.
What?
That's what it says right there, Mr. Archer. It says, you repeat this routine daily, you'll lose 5 pounds. Holy cow, I've been reading the part on how to lose weight. Oh, Corliss, you better go to school.
All right, darlings. I'll be back as early as I can, Daddy.
Well, I'll be all right.
See, Mr. Archer, I don't have anything to do after school. I could spend the rest of the day with you. You're sick. You need help.
Dexter, I don't need any help. I can be sick all by myself.
Dexter, that's a very nice offer. And while you're here, you can do something for me.
Sure, Mrs. Archer, what?
Put the vegetables on to cook at 5 o'clock.
Okay, and I'll add a little salt, too. They cook much better that way.
And don't forget to turn the stove on. They cook much better that way.
Hello? Yes. That's right. Yes, I will. Thank you. Mom, that was Brown's furniture store. They're picking up the dining room set today to refinish it.
Oh, dear. Why does everything have to happen today?
Let's go, Dex.
Okay.
Oh, and Dexter, on your way back from school, will you stop at Schroeder's drugstore and bring back a mustard plaster?
Glad to, Mrs. Archer.
Bye, Mom. Bye, Daddy.
Janet, about that mustard plaster.
I haven't time to argue with you, Harry. I'm almost late myself. And while I'm gone, it'll do you no good to sneak out of the house and go to work.
Sneak out of the... Go to... Oh. How in the world can you say a thing like that?
Well, Mr. Archer didn't get away with it. And that's unusual, because men are pretty clever. It isn't too easy to outsmart them. There are only certain kinds of people who can do it. Women.
Hiya, Mr. Schroeder. How's my credit?
Terrible.
Oh.
What did you want?
Oh, just a chocolate special and a mustard plaster.
That's a horrible combination, but every man to his taste.
Well, I'm not going to eat the mustard plaster.
Well, that's fine. All right, but no credit.
Well, that's okay. You see, you charge the mustard plaster to the Archers, and I'll pay for the chocolate special.
Sit down. Now, you just sit there. Sit down.
Well, gee, Mr. Schroeder, I got to get my money. Just put the chocolate special on the bill, Mr. Schroeder.
Dexter, if I put any more on your bill, the bill would break under the strain.
Yeah, but suppose I paid you, Mr. Schroeder. It would just diminish your accounts receivable.
I'll just have to take that awful chance. You know, if you don't pay me pretty soon, I might have to consider you a bad risk.
A bad risk? Mr. Schroeder, how can you call a customer who goes through all the trouble of coming in here and charging something every time he comes in just to keep his account alive a bad risk?
Well, according to my records, Dexter, your bill now amounts to $4.60.
Well, I hate to contradict you, Mr. Schroeder, but I have to contradict you. Don't you remember the 30 cents I gave you on account, which reduced the bill to $4.30? And then there was 10 cents worth of jelly beans I returned because some of them were damaged.
Damaged jelly beans?
Yeah, when I dropped them in the rain puddle, the color faded. Oh, and then there was a 50-cent box of chocolates I bought for Corliss that you reduced to 39 cents the next day, and I figured the savings to me should be retroactive. And 3 5-cent pencils that I used on a history exam, and I got 10 points off for lack of neatness, and I figure I shouldn't have to pay for smudgy pencils. And another thing, Mr. Schroeder.
All right. Let's call it $1.50 you owe me.
Okay, just put it on the bill. And how about the mustard plaster?
I'll get it for you right away. Who is this mustard plaster for?
Oh, it's for Mr. Archer. He's sick.
Oh, nothing serious, I hope.
I don't think so, but I have to run right over there and help take care of him.
Well, if you're in a hurry, you shouldn't have ordered that great big drink.
What?
Never mind.
Yeah, I have to go over there and help prepare dinner.
But can't Mrs. Archer cook the dinner?
Well, sure she could, but today's her day at the county relief.
County relief?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what about Corliss? Can't she take care of her father and prepare the food?
Well, she'd like to, but she's out today collecting old clothes.
Old clothes?
Sure, she sews them into rag rugs and then sells them. She doesn't get much for them, but every penny counts.
Oh. Oh, wait a minute. Here, take this medicine to the Archers. I'm sure it'll come in handy.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Schroeder.
And tell them not to worry.
Okay. Oh, hiya, Pop.
Oh, hello, son. Say, have you been to the shoemaker yet to have your shoes sold?
No, Pop, I haven't had time, but they're not too bad, see?
Sure. This morning, your mother distinctly told you to have that done right after school. Now, hurry it up. If you stood on a dime with that shoe, you'd be able to tell whether it was head or tail.
Yeah, okay, Pop. I'll do it the first chance I get. Oh, and Mr. Schroeder,
Yeah.
put it on the bill.
That's a great kid you have there.
I have? Toothbrush, please, Mr. Schroeder.
Yes, Mr. Franklin. Toothbrush. Too bad about the Archers, isn't it?
The Archers, what about them?
Oh, poor Mr. Archer's sick. Mrs. Archer on county relief. And Corliss collecting old clothes. She makes them into rag rugs. Sells them for just a few pennies, but it helps.
Archers broke?
Seems inconceivable, doesn't it?
Well, I'll say. Whoa, can't be true.
Well, that's what I thought, but then there are the facts.
Of course, sir. This fits in with a couple of things I've noticed. Harry hasn't spent much time at the office lately. Business must have probably gone to pot. And, why, he deliberately avoided speaking to me on the street the other day. Must have been ashamed to.
What a pity. Such nice people, too.
I still can't believe it. I'd better make sure. I'm going to drop in on Harry. Heck, we're good friends. He'll tell me.
Well, folks don't like to talk about such things.
Oh, it can't be. Still, it's just possible that... What am I saying? Harry broke? Well, he's as flush as he ever was. But flush or broke, I'm going to find out. After all, my visit can only turn out one way.
Well, how do you mean?
He'll either borrow $10 from me, or I'll borrow $10 from him.
Your toothbrush, Mr. Franklin?
Oh, yeah, Put down the bill.
And now back to Meet Corliss Archer.
Dexter, I have no intention of letting you put that mustard plaster on me.
But, Mr. Archer, it'll do you a lot of good. You have that achy feeling all over, don't you?
And you'll have that achy feeling all over if you touch me with that.
Okay. Okay, I'll just have to tell Mrs. Archer you don't want it, that's all. Lovely woman, Mrs. Archer. When she's not mad.
Okay, Dexter. Put it on.
Thanks, Mrs. Archer.
Hey, you know, that feels pretty good. Nice and warm. Dexter, I think that maybe it's a little too low.
Too low, Mr. Archer?
Ow!
Ow, I mean, I didn't know it was going to...
Put it back. Just put it back.
Yes, sir. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Except maybe it's just a little too high, but don't bother to... Change.
Sorry, Mr. Archer. I mean, you said...
Never mind what I said. Do as I tell you. Put it on and leave it there.
Yes, sir. It won't stay, Mr. Archer. All the stickums unstuck. Hey, you know, maybe I could use adhesive tape to put it on with. I'll just be a second.
Adhesive tape doesn't sound good to me.
Oh, I can't look. Dexter loose with a roll of adhesive tape on poor Mr. Archer's sore back? Mr. Archer wouldn't have enough skin left to make a hummingbird's eyelid. Please don't let Dexter find any tape. Please don't let Dexter find any tape. Oh, thank goodness.
Hi,
Dex.
Hi.
Picked my lot of old clothes up sooner than I expected.
Boy, what junk.
Now, isn't it awful?
It looks like the inside of my closet.
Hello, Mr. Franklin.
Hi, Pop.
Hello. Corliss, your mother home?
Mom? Well, she had to go to the county relief.
She? What do you have there, Corliss?
A bunch of old clothes I collected door to door.
She sews them into rag rugs.
And then I sell them.
Well, come on, I'll give you a hand. The sooner you get through, the sooner you get the money. She doesn't get very much, but every penny counts, you know.
Where's Mr. Archer?
He's upstairs.
Hello, old-timer. How's the patient? Well, Harry, we're old friends. What happened anyway?
I'd rather not discuss it if you don't mind.
Well, sure, but,
Please. Whole thing is much too painful.
I understand, Harry. Don't worry. Things will work out.
Oh, well, money isn't everything. A man with $9 million can be just as happy as a man with $10 million.
Honey, I'm telling you, there were the furniture people repossessing their dining room set.
Poor Janet. She's been so brave through it all. Not a word of complaint.
And poor little Corliss selling those rag rugs without a whimper. What courage.
Bill, they've been our best friends for years. We can't stand by and let this happen. We've got to do something.
I wish I could dig up some money for them someplace. I think I'll run down to the bank and see what I can do.
Wonderful. Maybe I can get the girls to help out, too.
And Mary, for Pete's sake, don't mention the Archers by name. The embarrassment would kill them.
Don't worry. I know what to do. Hello, Harriet? Mary. Listen, there's a needy family in town. I'd rather not mention their name, but...
Oh, ham, chicken, condensed milk, cans of soup, you know, and anything else in the line of groceries that a family of three needs. Yeah. Oh, it wasn't too difficult, no. I took up a collection. Yeah. Yeah, listen, just deliver the groceries right away, will you, to 135 Elm Street. Yeah, that's right. And hey, don't tell them where it came from. Yeah, fine.
If local gossip keeps up this way, we're going to have a new nursery rhyme. Mrs. Archer, like Mother Hubbard, went to the cupboard to get her poor husband some grub. The cupboard was bare, so she fed him air and said, "Chew it carefully, bub."
Why, Harry, your dress. I told you to stay in.
Oh, well,
Hello? Oh, hello, Myra. My, you don't say so. Isn't that awful? No, I won't. Bye.
You left out a...
This is serious, Harry. That was Myra telling me about some needy family in town.
A needy family? I wonder who it is.
Well, she wouldn't give me the name, but they're in desperate circumstances. The husband's out of work, and they're absolutely broke.
Well, how does Myra know?
Well, she heard it from Nancy, who heard it from Joan, who heard it from Ruth, who heard it from Winnie, who heard it from Harriet.
Certainly getting it over the grapevine and every grape a blabbermouth.
Harry, this is no joking matter.
Oh, I'm sorry, dear. Wonder who it can be. Janet, try and find out. Maybe we can help.
I'll get it, Harry.
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Delivery for you, ma'am. Groceries.
I didn't order any groceries. There must be some mistake. Where did this come from?
I don't know.
Well, who ordered it?
I don't know.
Well, then why is it here?
I don't know.
Don't you know anything?
Look, mister, I'm this type of fella. I get a box, I put it in a truck. I get an address, I deliver it. If I have to answer questions, too, I'll open my own store.
Charity is a wonderful thing. But if this continues, the Archers are going to get fed up pretty quick.
Hey, Corliss, pretty nifty, huh? Can you spare it?
Oh, golly, what do you want with that old rag?
Well, I can use it for lots of things. When I'm cleaning out the furnace or polishing my car or lots of things. It'll come in handy.
Now, don't worry about it, Janet. Whoever sent those groceries is bound to come for them.
I suppose so, but it's certainly strange about that note that came with it.
Yeah. When things look dark and you ain't got a dollar, don't sit or cry or even holler. Here are some goodies to make your lips smack. When things get better, send us a check.
Grocer, send a note like that.
Hello? Yes, this is Harry Archer. What's that? Oh, no. Oh, Janet.
What is it?
It's Wilkins down at the bank. Bill Franklin was just in to get a loan on his car. The Franklins must be the needy family. I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Wilkins. Yes, please do. Yes, grant the loan, and I'll be happy to guarantee the note. You're welcome. So it's the Franklins.
Are you sure?
Well, look at the evidence. He needs the money. Dexter's always over here eating. Probably underfed at home. Look at those shoes.
And that horrible jacket. Dexter,
Yes, Miss Archer?
where did you get this jacket?
From Corliss's old clothes.
Are you going to wear it?
Oh, sure, it's perfect for me.
Janet, I know what we'll do with those groceries. We'll take them right over to the Franklins.
They can certainly use them.
Yes. And how much do you suppose he could get for that car? Probably not very much. I'll loan him some more. I'll write a check right now, and we'll take it over to them.
Yes, isn't it awful? I don't know if they have enough to eat
I got
or
it.
not.
I got the money for Harry. Now I'll be able to do something for my old friend. Come on, Mary. Come on. Let's get over there right now.
I'll call you later.
Well, come on. Hurry. Let's get going here. Oh, Harry.
Billy, just the man I wanted to see now. Look, doesn't matter what's going before now. Look, I heard about this thing down
I
at the
know you
bank.
did. But it doesn't make any difference.
Be sure to do. I want you to handle it.
Wait a minute, Mary. What are you crying about?
What are you crying about?
Because you lost all your money.
Well, we thought you lost your money.
Hmm? Yeah, well, Dexter told us. Janet at the county relief. Corliss picking up old clothes.
That's for their charity work. Hey, what about the loan on your car?
Well, that money was for you.
The money was for us. Hey, now listen, you old bubblehead. Why didn't you invite me to your party?
For a very simple reason, you old featherbrain, because I like you. The people I had to entertain for dinner were horrible bores. So I wanted to save you the suffering that I had to go through.
Well, you know something? I like you too.
Bill, we owe Harry a party. Come on, let's all go over to our house for a little gathering.
Yeah, party for Harry. Great.
Oh, isn't that wonderful, dear? A party for you.
Oh,
You still got that wretched cold. Now you go right up to bed.
What about my party?
Well, that's all right. I'll go over to the Franklin. And Harry, send Corliss and Dexter over. No use having the kids sit there alone.
Yeah, don't forget, Harry. Invite the kids to your party, huh?
Code. I've got code.
And you know what Daddy did with the food we got yesterday? He sent it over to a mission downtown and a few other charity places.
All the food? Every bit of it?
Yes, all the food they sent us. There isn't a thing left. You should have seen Daddy get rid of it. Mom and I helped, of course. Golly, the food was so wonderful. I really hated to see it go. Oh, it makes me hungry just thinking about it. Golly, it must have cost a lot of money. I hope that someday I'll have enough money to buy Daddy and Mom something that wonderful. You know, when you stop to think about it, there's no substitute for food. When you're hungry, you're hungry.
Hello, Sam.
You've got to eat.
Schroeder. You remember that needy family? I guess they were awfully hungry. They sure went through that food in a hurry. Yeah. So listen, Sam. Would you send over another load of groceries? Yeah, right away.